So, have you ever noticed when you look at companies that are publicly listed that sometimes they're trading for these really big multiples, so 20 times earnings or 30 times earnings, and yet you're seeing businesses in the same sector in the private world that perhaps aren't getting that same valuation? Well, quite often the valuation difference between a large private company and a large public company is called the liquidity discount. So when you have a public company, it's very easy for investors to invest in the morning and divest in the afternoon. In other words, they can sell their position, they can get out of their investment relatively easily. With a private company, that's much harder. It's much harder to sell a stake in a private company. And so that ability to get in and out of the investment is called liquidity, and the liquidity discount is just how much that's worth to an investor. What's the discount that you want for not having access to your money whenever you want it? And it can be quite big. If you look between just say like an engineering firm, large public versus small private, it could be 25 to 30% discount, 25 to 30% liquidity discount. So it can be really quite significant. What's really interesting is if you then take a large public company versus a small private company, which is obviously not comparable in scale, so you've got scale and liquidity at play, then it can be tenfold. The small engineering company can be 2 or 3 times earnings, and the public listed one can be 20, 30 times earnings. This is when it gets really, really dramatic in terms of the arbitrage that exists in company valuations.